Hi, I'm Dorothea Hendricks, your communication and presentation skills trainer. Have you ever had a shouting match with somebody that you really, really care about? Well, I've had quite a few shouting matches several mornings in a row now with my daughter. I come in with my cup of coffee. Ooh, I'm ready to sit down and do a bit of chit chat, and we are at each other. Well, one morning after another shouting match, I said to myself, Dorothea, you train in communication skills, but there is no communication going on here at all. So it's time for you to step back and find out what's going on. Start asking some questions. So I took a deep breath and I asked my daughter, I said, what's wrong? Like, why are you so upset? And she shot back with, it's you. Me? Like, what did I do? And she shot back again. You know what you did. You know exactly what you did. I went, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is that I'm doing. I don't know, but please. And then she continued and it just poured out. Every time you come, you start with your good morning and then you're into a negative. You're negative, negative, negative. You know, you start with and then you go, oh, you didn't go grocery shopping last night, did you? You haven't stopped in yet or checked in with a mechanic about the car yet, have you? You haven't checked your emails yet this morning, have you? Or did you? Negative, negative, negative. And I went, whoa, is that possible? Me being negative? So I thought, okay, all right. It's a point. The next time I come in for coffee, I'll really watch what I'm saying. And so sure enough, a few days later, I came in, sat down for coffee and started a bit of chin wag. And I couldn't believe it. After my good morning, it popped out. You didn't, did you? I couldn't believe my ears. I was on autopilot. I was absolutely on autopilot. How many of us begin sentences with, you didn't, you haven't, you aren't, you never. A coworker tells you that, oh, I went shopping for vehicles on the weekend. And you come back with, well, you didn't buy a van, did you? Or a team member tells you that they've made reservations at the foodie restaurant. And you go, ooh, you're not going there, are you? Huh. When we start a sentence with you didn't, you haven't, you never, you didn't, or you aren't, what we're doing is we're giving a negative judgment. We're telling those people that whether they did something or didn't do something, they were wrong, right? And so is it any wonder then that when we use words like that the person on the receiving end gets on the defensive, and then we have a communication breakdown? Wow, should be no surprise. What this taught me is that it's so important for us to look at our emotions, for us to be aware of our emotions and be aware of the words that come out of our mouth. And it's important that every once in a while we take a check-in with ourselves, that we step back and we ask ourselves, could this be true? Is this happening when somebody tells us something about how we're using language or how we make them feel? Because if we want to build those positive relationships, those lasting relationships, we need to understand what we're saying. And we need to understand when those words are coming out of our mouth, how those words are making that other person feel. Until next time, this is Dorothea Hendricks wishing you mountains of success.